they'll take care of you when it matters most.
Looks green? Full green, full bars. Alright, green across the board. Think we're back to life. Hello? Can you see me? I'm gonna ping the Discord.
Sure feels good to get away from my desk. Now, where's a good spot for a nap?
Hopefully that wasn't long enough to risk people's stream streaks. But we will see. That was weird. The power just like flickered on and off. Or off and on. Alright, we gotta go skip through some of this.
Huh.
Yeah, we heard all this already.
I can't pin nameless head. That's right. All they knew was that after the drought ended, the way this thanks a lot, Sing. It's nothing at all. Well,
Not sure why that happened,
perhaps
but
the real life heroine who it's rare for a chivalry.
probably from the
I've never
heat.
We'll be sure to tell you if we manage to. That's a deal. Perhaps behind the truth of it all, Paimon feels like we just learned so much from Shincho. Oh, right. There's a drought in this story too. Well,
Yeah. We've heard all of this.
Crops with that sounds up. Yeah. Still, they say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe. Do you have any other
Also, hello,
questions?
America. How are you doing today? I'm a good old caffeine headache because I ran out of coffee yesterday, and I hate that this is what I've become. Oh no.
Paimon hopes that Granny Yuendai will be able to remember more of her past. She used to be a great hero who saved many people. So sad that she can't recall.
Caffeine doesn't really do much to anything, or doesn't really do much of anything to me.
Anyway, we'll be off now.
I drink it now more as like a social drink than anything.
It's no problem at all. Safe travels.
Okay. Carrying on. Doesn't do anything to me either, other than apparently a dependency. That's fair. Unfortunate, but fair. Whee!
I have recorded the tune that you
My body
requested.
loves reflecting when I haven't had coffee. Oh, that's fancy. It's a giant-ass chunk of jade.
Oh, thank you. Straight word, Ping. What has amused you so?
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such change in this world.
What is
and
Madam
yet
Ping's animal
you
form, I
appear
wonder?
Just the same as ever.
Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly felt its effects whilst dwelling at Mount Outsong. Nevertheless, Ping, one would like to seek your counsel on a personal matter.
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden? I must say, you're making me a little nervous. What is it?
Well, the inquiry is as such. Approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor, not unlike the one that you yourself...
She's thinking about moving.
It does not.
I know that's
require
besides
as
the
much as you
point,
may
but
think.
that does remind me, I really need,
Still,
or I really want a kiwi bird as familiar in D&D.
What did you
That would be fun. Just having an animal familiar
Nothing
in
save for
general.
some trivial matters. Have you unearthed any useful details?
Shincho has a theory, but let's save it for when Chuyu and Miss Yuendai have joined up with us again.
I kind of want an animal familiar for Crucifixus.
Do not be troubled, young lady. Here, have some tea.
Quite a few of my characters have had familiars.
Thank you so much. What do you think, Shuyu? Does it match up with what you know of your granny? According to the story, the nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount Tianheng. Maybe that's my grandpa.
Maybe.
I don't have many memories of him, but there was this one time I found a box in our attic full of a bunch of weird sigils.
Yeah, it's probably him. Why? Why what? Why do I want a familiar for Crucifixus? Just because I like animals. No deeper reason than that. I just like I like having creatures. I guess I can kind of have a familiar since he can summon a dragon spirit, but still. Seems like the stories are on the right track. We should probably pay a visit to the 3 places mentioned in the book.
I think so too. Granny might remember something.
Oh, don't let it lay an egg.
What marvelous tea. I can taste the dew's sweetness in this cup. It's as if I was taking a stroll in the mountains, thoroughly one with nature.
Celestial
and
spike.
at peace.
Is that so? Then please drink as much as you like. There's no need to hurry. At our age, it's always nice to slow down and take the time to appreciate pleasant conversation among friends.
Thank you.
I always find it funny that a lot of old people tend to just bond over being old. Let's rest here for a little while then.
Okay, since we have the time, can I ask you something?
Google the ratio of egg
Sure
to
thing.
bird
What
when a
would you like
kiwi
to
needs
know?
to lay an egg. This is true.
I have a secret I want to tell you.
It's very
What's the duck
funny.
over there?
Hi, Don. How you doing?
What's wrong, Shiryu? Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since we started talking in the restaurant. But are you guys all adepti in disguise? Oh, how about that?
I think I'm a little more powerful than an Adeptus. Why do you say that?
Well, you guys just seem super special. Plus, I think I might have heard Miss Shen Yun call herself an Adeptus.
Ah,
Must have been a slip of the tongue. Shen Yun, since you were the one who, misspoke, maybe you can explain to Shuyu here what you really meant by that.
One is indeed an adeptus. Is that of some concern to you?
I knew it.
You don't sound surprised at all.
Well, one time when I was a little kid, I saw a pure white illuminated crane. I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. I was feeling all icky and gross. But then this snowy white crane flew down from the sky. She put me on her back and flew me to her cool Adeptus house and fed me some sort of magic potion. When I woke up, I was already back in my bed and my fever was gone. I really wanted to thank her, but I was too sleepy to stay awake, so I never got the chance. So, I just kind of wanted to ask if maybe any of you have ever met an Adeptus like that? A pure white illuminated crane? The only two we've ever met are blue and white and black and brown. Have you ever met one that's pure white, Clavertina?
Never has one met an adeptus with such features. One surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic embellishment that oft results from narrative accounts.
That's weird. Was it really just a dream then? Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter that much anyway. All I really want is to help Granny recover her memories.
I'd assumed it was just
I'm really
Shenyun
grateful for all your help.
that she just
Leave it to us.
didn't
Now
notice
that
the
we know
blue
three
part.
locations, we just need to visit them one by one. Let's go to Wangshu Inn first. Okay, I'll go get Granny.
Wangshu Inn sounds very similar to Hongshu Inn. So did you just take my armor class, or did you just assume I have air conditioning? Did you just assume their air conditioning? Also, why would you take Mirika's armor class? Maybe it's not good.
Wang Shu Inn. Wang Shu Inn.
Like, Stumps, Nim in my Curse of Strahd campaign has an AC of like 12.
Yes. The fish here is very delicious. And if you look out into the distance, you can always spot a
My
bird
current AC is
that's
whatever
been
my
left behind
pajamas
by
hold.
its flock.
So probably, I think
believe I used to have a room
clothing
here.
is like
It had a
AC,
window.
standard AC
Yes,
is like 10.
Yes, I spent a lot of time looking out that window. Which room was it again? Let me look.
I'll come with.
Paimon's still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this place, that must mean she lived here, right? Wait, huh? Whoa! Shaq, what are you
Hey,
doing
buddy.
here all of a sudden? You scared the living daylights out of Paimon!
Paimon, how are you not used to him
I
doing this
sensed
at this
a
point?
non-human presence and decided to come take a look. If you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot. I suppose there's no cause for concern.
Xiao is literally
It's
always
been a
here.
while,
That
Cloud
too.
Retainer.
Hello again, Lamb.
I see you have returned to your previous form.
Sorry about the double stream. I'm just glad she's able to save her streak. Working so can't hear. You've met her in this form before? Also, it's been a while.
I have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on many occasions during the Archon War.
Oh, wow! What was she like during the war? Oh, wait, let Paimon take a guess. Was it anything like this?
Behold, the glory of one's newest invention, the Bang Bang Continuous Fire Mechanism. Hands up and surrender, or be prepared to face the full might of the Adepti.
So that's a really funny
An
impression.
impressive imitation.
Paimon knows her all too
Xiao was
well.
always ready for Liwa
Even so,
surprises.
Cloud
Xiao's always ready
Retainer
for
was not always
anything.
as ostentatious as you describe.
Xiao is one of those
You may be
one of the
unaware
characters in this game that
her
just like,
talent with
you know,
Adepti sigils is just as
I
formidable
trust.
as her skill in
Whenever I'm in
mechanics.
Liwa, he's always got
Archon
his
War
eyes
reached
out.
its peak after Guizhong's death. The Cloud Retainer who fought beside me in those devastating battles was taciturn and solemn, only speaking when she had to activate her sigils.
Does it surprise you that Xiao's VA is also a woman? A little
I
bit,
can't
yes.
picture it. But what
I did not know
happened
that.
after that? If you were so powerful in your human form, why did you decide to take up your bird form again?
Once one had bid farewell to the world.
Child
of
was my main
mortals,
DPS for a
what
while in
use
the
would
early
one
years
still
of the
have for
game.
such a
I mean,
shame?
you guys know,
When
Child was my
roaming
main
between
DPS
mountain and
for
forest,
literally up
facing the
until this
struggles and
year.
troubles of the mortal world, a mortal form is hardly the most fitting of choices.
So
After
for
the war,
4 years in
Cloud
change, I
Retainer
was a
retired
child
to
main.
Mount Outsong, only revealing herself to the occasional visitor, and always in her avian form. Although I do believe there was an occasion some 30-odd years ago when she decided to don her human form. I believe it was for the purpose of...
One believes there is little need to relive bygone matters.
Granny, are you okay?
Back then, at this place,
Perhaps this conversation should end here. I shall take my leave now. Should you encounter any trouble, you need only call my name. However, given that you are traveling with Cloud Retainer, I trust you are in good hands.
Bye, Xiao.
Everyone, I think Granny is finally beginning to remember her past.
Slowly now, calm your mind and recount what has been recalled.
a long time ago, I stayed here to recuperate.
I guess Hu
from my
Tao's first
illness.
DPS main that I could actually pull off damage.
So what she
When
told
I
me
mained
was
Razor,
true.
I had no
You
idea what I
did
was
find
doing.
out.
Yeah, I guess you could say the same for me.
I
Technically, my first
don't
main was
remember.
Kaya,
I'm
but he did not do anything as far as damage goes. Then I got Child, and Child became my main. That says, Ayato was my next main, then Yoimiya, I think. For a while, I ran a pure 4-star team for everything. Yanfei, Xingqiu, Official, and Noelle, which Noelle could function as a lesser main DPS while healing.
I'd come to every once in a while and stare at the migrating birds outside the window. It was a solemn sight. I remember crying, but I'm not even sure I knew why. One day, I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul-revitalizing tea pills. He told me that the pills were concocted using Adepti blood and could be used to alleviate my symptoms. Sure enough, I made a full recovery.
Its God remains.
My illness remained dormant for several decades after that.
So the dementia you're suffering from now is actually...
Wait, but if your illness remained dormant for several decades, are you saying that what you're going through now is just a relapse of what happened all those years ago? And it was all thanks to
Xingqiu's
the
always been my
pills
favorite that I
you
use for
managed
basically
to
every
keep
team,
the
so if we're
symptoms
considering
in
mains
check?
like that, then I'm still Xingqiu main.
Paimon's brain kinda hurts. Do you remember anything else?
I mean, if we're going by
Sorry,
favorites
I
as our
don't.
mains, then I guess I was a Zhongli main for
If
ever.
only I wasn't so useless.
Hey, you're not useless. You've done so much for me.
Because, I mean, there was a short period where I dropped Child for A being my main DPS because I got Columbina, so A could do
Granny was just a
Lunar
bit
Electro charged.
frustrated. That's all.
The recovery of a person's memories is a gradual process.
I got blasted my team initially.
Zhao,
Zhao, Miko, Diluc, Kokomi, and friend was like, why are you running 3 DPS and a healer? I responded that I built Miko as support.
Next location.
Is Miko considered a main DPS? I thought she was a sub DPS.
There isn't really a
That's
way
how I
here,
had her
so
built
where
anyway.
should we start? Oh, Paimon's got it. Let's check out the houses in the area first. After all, if she was there for any length of time, then she would have stayed somewhere, right? Oh, Paimon's really got her thinking cap on today. At this rate, we'll recover all of Granny Wendai's memories in no time.
Congratulations, Paimon. You know how to think. Don't hurt yourself. I wouldn't call her DPS unless you insist on building her that way. Oh boy, is that Baiju sneaking away? Him and his God remains experiments to achieve immortality. Considered an off-field DPS. That's just sub DPS.
Try to keep up.
Appreciate the contributions, Land. That's a chest. Hi.
If you want it, it's yours.
Whoa, why are there so many treasure hoarders here?
Hi.
Guess it's time to round up some bad guys.
Take that, losers. Yeah, but off-field is not DPS like Zhao or Diluc are, so I don't understand why your friend said that. Yeah, I think your friends are
I feel
little
like
off
I've
the
been
mark.
here before, but I don't think I stayed here too long. I might have just rested here
Still,
briefly before
dual
continuing on
DPS
my
to me
way.
is a little strange.
That's okay. There are still plenty of other places we can check.
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, I believe I brought... Ah, yes. I brought some sweet snacks with me. Go on, take some. You need to eat a lot if you want to grow big and strong.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
not always
Then
true.
Paimon will help herself.
I eat a lot. But I don't bulk up, no matter how much I eat. Didn't you have 2 main DPS for a time? I mean, I guess technically. Because A can function as a main DPS, so I had her with Child. But
Yeah.
she wasn't built like a main DPS when I ran her with him. You could also say the same about Mawika. Like, Mawika technically is a main DPS, but I had her built as a sub DPS when I used her as such for a while. I never had two characters built as both main DPS, I guess is what I should say.
Paimon sees an abandoned house. Why don't we take a break over there?
Mawika, yeah, Mawika could do anything.
It's
Mawika and Farina are the two just like top tier fill any roles. Apparently Columbina too, because my Columbina outputs just a like fuck ton of damage for some reason.
This is where your father was born. It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot pursuit. I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came on, so we took refuge in this house. Your grandpa set up a barrier outside, but neither of us knew if it could hold the monsters back. I remember that night. I remember falling to my knees, reciting a prayer over and over. I alone am the source of this sin.
She had a vision
Punish
before
me as
becoming an
you
Archon
wish
and
before
threw it
seeking my
away.
oath.
I mean, my assumption would be Pyrovision, given her
Sin?
aptitude for wielding
Did
fire.
you do something wrong? I don't know. I don't remember.
Is A still highest tier? I find it hard to put her in a group sometimes. I think so.
Again and the fog cleared out. Eventually, the house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries. That baby was your father. I remember I clutched him tight to my chest and wept tears of joy. It was the first time I'd ever felt such happiness in my life.
My dad?
He was my pride and joy, and so are you, Shuyu.
No,
You're
actually,
so much like him, and I love you both.
A has been
so
knocked down to
much.
A tier,
But
according
you're
to GameMate's tier list.
Always going to be different from me. Why? Just what did I do?
I don't care what you might have done, Granny. The person I love more than anything.
She was in Scions,
too
could have been
sweet,
Dendro. I mean, could have been, but not a
I'm lucky
guarantee.
to have you with me. If not for you, I would not have had the courage to come here, to try to remember what I had forgotten. All right, let's not stand around any longer. There's one place left, yes? Let's go take a look.
If one recalls correctly, the next place should be Qingyun Peak.
Cool.
You and I, how fares your
Maybe
health?
because more characters have been able to cover their own energy
I may be
recharges.
a bit
Probably.
slow, but I'll do my best to keep up.
Just a matter of
I'm
power
sorry
creep.
to keep everyone waiting.
Climb on, I shall carry you to the top. Oh, such lightness of weight.
All those who grow old grow frail in the end, do they not? First, you lose your memory, then your health. Eventually, you end up losing everything. My only wish is to depart this world with a lucid mind, to free myself of this torment and the burden it places upon others.
Fret not, you have my aid in this endeavor.
Okay. Oop. Say that, but Bennett is on top. On the tier list, Bennett is, well, I guess that's C1. Why do they have him as C1? You'd think they'd put him at C6. Whatever. Their main tier list, quote unquote, Bennett is in 5th, behind Nicole, Lauma, Linnea, and Columbina. Putting everybody at C6, he's even further down. And Nicole takes the top spot at C6. Because C6 is what imbued Pyro. Whee! There you
Any booze in there?
go. Any
Pour me a
booze
cup.
in there?
On me.
Oh, Varka.
We're finally here. Does this place feel familiar to you, Granny One Day? Let me see. How strange. Have
Okay.
I lived here before?
Take your time.
When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of
Come on, you literally don't
familiarity.
walk. How are you
I
tired
could
from a
easily
climb?
picture myself in those places. But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave a strong impression.
That's the same
on
tone
me.
as you got any games on your phone? Yeah, pretty much.
Did it wrong then?
Still love my Hexerai team. Same. I'm so happy with my Varka team. Can't expect them to get everything right.
Yeah, that's true. But they're also the only thing we have to go off of. Paimon was hoping this place would jog Granny Uendai's memory just like the others.
I'm sorry to disappoint you too.
It's alright. We're not going to give up yet. We'll figure something else out. Just you wait.
Thank you. If only I could remember. Huh? That way. What's that mountain?
Mount Outsong.
Oh, let Paimon look. Huh?
You tell your teams are stronger than ours. What do you mean?
Looks like we've come.
Oh,
full
you don't know how
circle.
you feel about your teams?
Mount Outsong. Mount Outsong.
Granny, are you okay? Don't push yourself, Granny.
Remind me,
It's
Ripto,
okay
how
if
many
you can't
teams do you
remember.
have fully
You
built?
shouldn't do something that makes you sad.
Mount Outsong, What am I really?
Mount Outsong holds some familiarity to you?
It does, but I can't go back.
Are you feeling unwell?
My head, it feels all heavy and dizzy. What is wrong with me?
Miss Xianyun, is there anything you can do?
Let us go to Mount Outsong.
But
Fret not, all will be well. You and you have already given more than enough to the pursuit of this endeavor. You may leave the rest to me. I've prepared something that can aid you in suppressing the fear in your heart and restoring your lost memories. It currently resides at Mount Outsong.
wait, really? When did you do that?
She's probably had it a while.
I never leave anything to chance. All will reveal itself when we arrive.
Fair. Poof, 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 poof. I don't know. Be surprised how many times I shuffle shit around just to make them work. Oh no, I believe it. I do that all the time. Like, for Stygian Onslaught, so, as much as I would love to, I don't always get the opportunity to use Premium Varka Team as it is, because I need to utilize one or two of the characters somewhere else.
Try to keep
Whee! Thanks for the fast air travel, Venti.
What's this thing you've prepared?
Here, this is it.
Huh? But isn't
I did
this
that for a
the
while with
mechanism
my
that you were
nation
tinkering
teams.
with when
Also,
we
when I
first
went
got here?
build a team for building
Oh,
friendship.
Is that another invention of yours?
Obviously, I use my teapot for
Precisely.
building
A
friendship.
recent one
Having my
at that.
friendship line
I
up.
am most pleased with the result. I call it the Suspensus Somnium mechanism. It periodically releases a soft breeze, which when paired with a gentle adeptal tune, can help the listener subconsciously relax and even enter a semi-hypnotic state. soothing agitation and anxiety, relieving exhaustion and insomnia, its potential uses.
Friendship team is
numerous
why I'm
indeed.
fumbling around at the
Of
moment.
course, it can also aid in the recovery of lost memories.
Whoa, what a cool gadget! But if you had it all along, why did you keep it to
That's the
yourself
thing.
until
You
just
plan and go
now?
for that premium
We
team.
could've come
I
to
don't.
an
I work with what I got
time on the
and
last
force
target.
things to work. I overly
How
plan pretty much
preposterous.
everything, to be fair.
Had you and I not recalled much of her
Also,
past
no clue
through
if
her
I'm
own
playing low and
efforts,
right.
the device would have nothing to
I don't
draw
know.
upon.
I could not
We
tell you. I don't have him
Adepti
yet.
can only help those who first resolve to help themselves. Had she lacked such determination and strength of character, one would have little to offer in way of assistance.
Paimon thinks she gets it now. Hey, what's that other thing?
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is
Oh,
required to take
the
full
jade disc
advantage
that
of
she
the
got from Madam
mechanism.
Ping.
One secured such a tune from Streetward Rambler. Only with her melodies can the mechanism reach its peak power.
I just write
Whoa,
friendship?
Paimon can
I didn't
feel
even
you
notice.
mean. Paimon's body feels light as a feather.
Free and ship.
It's as if she's lying down on a warm patch of grass after a super satisfying meal.
And you and I, is the mechanism helping you to relax?
Also, from my understanding, the general gist
It
that you
appears she
want
has already succumbed to the depths of
for
reverie.
Lowen is basically just
Come, join one on
all
this
sub
side.
DPS.
We shall give her some time to herself.
Like, the more damage the rest of your party does, the more damage he will do to keep up.
The drought is over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
Not talking about what team he needed. Do you mean like...
Potion. It's nearly run its
Sorry,
course.
actually... Oh!
I've
I
never
got it.
regretted
I
leaving
understand.
you,
I put 2 and 2 together.
not even for a second.
Please. Please, no.
I mean, the character trial's still up for another day.
Have you forgotten?
You could rerun through that.
This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew.
I think,
Perfectly
because I don't know if I should
straddled
mash
betwixt the
skill whenever I
realms of
see I can
heaven
mash
and
it.
earth.
I think
This is your home.
I
This is
think he
where you
plays,
belong.
if I understand it correctly.
You should have never left. The you of the past. The me from not that long ago.
Is she an
We should
Adeptus?
have never.
I stopped paying attention for a second.
So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so familiar.
Granny, are you okay?
Cloud Retainer.
Your memories have returned.
Wait, did you just call her by her full name? Does that mean you already knew each other?
Yes. I now remember everything. Everything.
Granny, please don't cry. I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, don't worry, my dear child. Granny
We'll
is
do a run through
fine.
on Lowen's
I'm so
thing.
sorry, everyone.
Hate that I never got an Effa.
You've
Not for
gone
lack of
to so
trying.
much
Lunar reactions
trouble
are
on my
hell without her.
behalf. It's all
Yeah,
too
I am
much
sad that I
to
passed
know.
on her when I had the
The
chance.
most important
I did
thing
not
that
realize
had
just what I was
forgotten
passing on.
was the truth of what I once was.
One can sense the guilt that now plagues your conscience. Reclaiming a truth long buried is sure to come with a myriad of complex emotions. Perhaps one should recount the story on your behalf while you compose yourself.
No, it's okay. Now that I've remembered, I must face my memories head on. Shuyu, everyone, I cannot thank you enough for all your help. I'm ready to tell you
We'll
my
do
story.
the Lowen trial
you're
again,
willing
because
to
I would
listen.
also like to
Please, Granny, don't force yourself.
get some practice in
What
if
happened in the
I
past
manage to
doesn't
pull him.
matter. I love you more than anything.
I know, dear child. My feelings for you are exactly the same. It is for this reason that you deserve to know the truth. Some time ago, I made a terrible mistake. One for which I could never atone.
Is this the sin that you mentioned in Dwayne Karst? What happened?
I am, in truth, not a human being. My real form, one that I held for centuries, was that of a wild crane. I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the soft breeze and drinking the sweet dew of the mountains. At some point, I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. The Lord of the Mountain, Cloud Retainer, became aware of my existence and began to share many stories with me. She even passed on the secret of cultivation to me. Though she never took me on as a formal disciple, I always saw her as my master. Whenever she took out her tools to work on mechanisms or new inventions, I would also stand next to her and watch. I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right. I followed her teachings, and time gradually passed us by. Until that fateful day 50 years ago.
50 years ago?
During the drought that struck Liyue.
That's right. Master regaled me with many stories of her past deeds. From them, I learned how she had saved people from a similar crisis in the past. She was the one I looked up to the most. More than anything, I dreamt of becoming an adeptus like her. I wanted to travel the land like she had, relieving suffering wherever I went. But I was still far from being a real adeptus. I possessed no ability to take on human form and fit in with the crowd. Once she learned of my desires, Master prepared a special dose of human mimicry potion for me. She warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years, and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time, I would forever forget my past as a crane and become something neither human, beast, nor adeptus.
Oh no. So that was the source of your dementia all along.
But you never turned back into a crane.
Was it because of Grandpa?
Indeed, I fell in love. Though he was human, he had spent his entire life training on Mount Tianheng. When we met, it was not only my first foray into the world below, but his as well. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared deeply about the world and wanted, more than anything, to cleanse it of all pain and suffering. I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to tick away. Those 10 years passed by in a flash. Yet I did not want to leave his side, so I...
Oh no. What happened next?
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if it meant that I would eventually turn into a monstrosity. I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes, but I was too ashamed to face her. So I wrote her a long letter instead and asked someone to leave it outside her abode. I was convinced that she
Speaking
would
of
not
Fae,
support
Shania,
my
do you
decision,
think the Saritsa is a
and I
Fae?
lacked the courage to speak to her face to face.
Because of the pointy ears?
In my shame, I fled and tried to hide from the world, such that no one would be able to find me again.
So that's why.
But that was only the beginning of my troubles. I began to suffer from a strange illness. My memories became hazy and confused, and I could no longer keep myself awake. I understood that my pain was caused by my refusal to return to the life I was fated to lead.
Even though you could have asked
Along with my memories as
Shin,
a crane,
whatever.
I soon forgot the true cause of my suffering as well. I knew only that I had committed a sin. All I could do was pray for forgiveness, even if I had long forgotten what needed to be forgiven. Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was such a fortunate coincidence that we were there at the same time. If it weren't for those soul-revitalizing tea pills, I probably would have...
Granny, what's wrong?
Coincidence? Why did I ever think it was a coincidence? Tea pills concocted using the blood of an adeptus? No, it couldn't be. Master, don't tell me. Back then, that merchant was actually...
That tracks.
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny is wedded, would it not? Consider the pills a symbol of one's best wishes.
So when I tried to conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself away in perpetuity, the only person I managed to deceive was myself. You knew where I was all along.
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular game. You would hide yourself among a group of wild cranes and ask one to pick you out from among the flock. One found you with such ease every time. 'Tis a truth most evident. One always recognizes one's own, no matter what form they may take.
Wait! Paimon's confused!
She's very motherly.
Cloud Retainer, you found Yuendai again? But how? When? And what happened after that?
Now, did the
Perhaps
pills
it is now
contain
time for one
pills
to
with the
recount
adept's
the
blood
rest
contain
of
her
the
own
tale.
blood? And if not, imagine that conversation. It most definitely was Cloud Retainers. Like, this is basically Cloud Retainer's daughter we're talking about. She would in no way entrust any of the other adepti.
One was furious upon receiving your letter. Seized with anger, one set out to bring you to your senses. Yeah, skyward!
You're a high pavilion. Sorry. Huangshu Inn.
In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an exorcist, his talent was lacking. One could hardly say his skill with sigils was any better. But soon, one came to appreciate the devotion he bestowed upon you during your illness. He never uttered a complaint and rarely left your side. Unwilling to begrudge someone of such character, one decided to overlook his aforementioned deficiencies, glaring though they may have been. Wishing to grant you a life without regrets, one gathered many divine ingredients and used one's own blood to create a form of medicine. Though imperfect, it managed to suppress the more dire effects
I'm reading it
of
should
your
indeed match the
illness.
skill butt whenever his bar is
As
full.
for
I
how
kind of
to
figured that
deliver
would be the case.
medicine,
I figured it was
after
treated
much
similarly to
contemplation,
Tsubai.
one eventually decided to perform the deed oneself. One took great care to alter one's features and select the appropriate attire. Only after meticulous scrutiny did one finally set out for Wangshu Inn. As one expected,
One's got two bars,
you were
one for
most
the ult and one
ignorant
for
of
the
one's
skill,
true
right?
identity. You showed not even the slightest inkling of
Also
recognition.
known that with Lowen, I must use Durin's dark
One was
form. I had been
quite
using the other
torn.
one for the pulsing.
Should one have celebrated the success of one's disguise, or mourn the loss of your acquaintance?
She gave herself a fake mustache. Yep.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Skyward! Nevertheless, one would speak to you about another matter, if you are amenable, even considering your loss of memory. One was simply flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused with adeptal blood. Its proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember. To think that you tried to travel while weak from sickness and heavy with child. Had one not intervened to clear the fog, all of you would have been lost during the night.
Wait, that means that that kid is Sanyun's great-granddaughter, or great-granddaughter.
Make way for the Adeptus!
Not that she has any adeptal blood, but...
Scatter! Skyward! Seize the skies! Scatter! Skyward!
Cool.
Those monsters would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity without sufficient incentive. They were likely incited by the presence of godly remains. Said godly remains, in turn, were likely drawn to the trace of one scent on your body. One was, after all, an active participant in the Archon War. Some of the gods were likely shattered by contraptions of one's very making. In the end, one was relieved to see
Leon.
you endure through the night.
Look at the
At the
boy.
break of dawn, one heard an infant's cry pierce through the air, and one saw you carefully cradle the child to your chest. Although certain mortal matters remain foreign to me, one could not help but be moved by your joy. To see you happy, that was more than enough.
This is actually a really sweet story. Such a contrast from Skirk's story.
Now you should have a complete understanding of the events.
Wait, but if that's true, then the crane who took care of me when I was sick must also be...
Ah, one had almost neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale. Scatter! Just as you and I troubled one with her antics, so did you give one many a headache. Upon finding you burning with fever, one made plans to bring you back to one's abode for treatment. However, upon seeing one's form, you began to cry, refusing to get on one's back. When one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not possibly be a true Adeptus, because all illuminated cranes are white from tip to toe. One had no choice but to apply powder to one's body to conceal the variegated nature of one's
That's really
appearance.
funny.
You became more than amenable enough when one stood before you devoid of any other coloring. It bears mentioning, however, that as a crane, Yuendai was nearly entirely pure white in color. Though you had never encountered her in that form, you still recognized the essence of her being.
That is funny.
Perhaps fate brought you two together in more ways than one.
A loving caretaker and mother compared to a
Now
master
all
that beats
has
the
been
ever-loving
revealed.
hell out of you to get stronger. Yeah.
One owes you an apology, Yuendai. One recognized you upon your very entrance into Wanmin Restaurant. One has always viewed you as a disciple of equal standing with Ganyu and Shenhe. Indeed, One wished to bring your story to a satisfactory end with this visit to Liyue Harbor. Still, one could not reveal your identity right away. Had one simply informed you of all you had lost, all those cherished memories would merely have become the fictionalized account of another. Memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who lived through them. Would you not agree? Even if the process was painful and arduous to experience. Have you any further inquiries?
Master, I must ask. If you found me all those years ago, why did you leave me be, even though you knew about my mistake? Why did you not bring me back to Mount Outsong by force?
One has never regarded your action as a mistake. It was a simple choice, nothing more. When it is time for one's progeny to leave the nest, it is the responsibility of an elder to let them fly free. Yet, when your wings grow weary and the night grows dark, just know that you always have a place to which to return. 'Tis a refuge referred to by many a name in mortal writing. Home, nest, haven. Whatever its denomination may be, its essence remains quite unchanged.
Family stuff always gets to me.
One speaks, of course, of a place not unlike one's own abode. One's disciples are free to come and go as they wish, yet the door remains forever open to those who wish to return. One rather hopes you count yourself among them.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You and I. One expects you too have sensed the rapid deterioration of your condition as of late. Have you not? 40 years ago, you chose a path without a future. Though one used one's own blood to provide you with a few decades of extra time, it merely delayed the inevitable. One may have extended the path, yet one was unable to alter its final destination.
I'm assuming you found a solution in those
Even
40
the
years.
power of an adeptus has its limits. Had your condition continued to deteriorate, you would have forgotten your life as a human entirely. In the end, you would have turned into a creature lacking in the ability to even comprehend its own monstrousness. Fortunately, you were able to avoid that scenario by reclaiming your memories. Though one sped the process along by providing some guidance, the result is entirely a reflection
Such a good mother.
of your
Yeah.
own effort.
She's a good mom.
So, what's gonna happen to Granny?
Nothing?
One will help her reclaim her original form as a wild crane. If it be fated, she may recover her sentience one day.
She's gotta go back to being a regular crane, huh?
Is there no other way?
Master, you've already done more than enough for me. I don't know how I could possibly repay your kindness. This is a better result than I could have
You're very
ever
sleepy, so I'm gonna have to go.
hoped
I'll catch you another time. Take care,
for. How
America.
much time
Sleep
do
well.
I have left?
Not long. The transformation is imminent.
Granny? Please don't leave, okay? You're all I
This
have
poor
left.
kid.
Please.
Don't be sad, dear child. Granny has led a wonderful life. My only regret is having to leave you behind. Don't forget to eat well, okay? A growing young lady like yourself needs lots of good food to grow big and strong.
I mean, maybe
Promise
she could
Granny
stay
you'll
here
take
with
good care
her
of
great
yourself
grandma
when I'm
Senyun.
gone.
I promise, Granny. I'll do whatever you say.
Of course, this can't have a happy
Good
ending. It's
girl.
Genshin Impact.
Don't worry. It's not goodbye forever. Granny's gonna become the most formidable crane in all of Mount Outsong. Granny will train day and night. I won't stop until I can turn into a human without having to rely on anything but my own power. When that day comes, we'll be able to live together again. You and I. How's that sound?
Good.
That's a good girl. Even though we won't see each other for a little while, as long as we both work
Ah, even
hard,
travelers getting
we're
choked
sure
up.
to meet again someday.
I'll eat well, Granny. I promise. And I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes. I'll wait for you to come back.
That's a good girl. And Granny really has no more
Traveler knows
regrets.
it's not that simple. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Master. Thank you for everything.
Meh. Bye.
Shiryu.
Let her be. At her age, crying is a natural, if not fitting, response.
He knows
to
what it
such
feels
an
like to be
event.
entirely alone with no family left. To just be a kid with
Tears are a
nobody.
necessary part
true.
of maturation. Sometimes there is scarcely a better vehicle to wash away the toll of stress and misery. Now that the issue has been resolved, you should also take a moment to relax. Give yourself some time to rest. Take a nap if you must. One will wake you in due time.
Oh, fuck, I know what's coming. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, no. Ready for another emotional gut punch? Is it here? No, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different event. It is. It is this. God damn it. Hi, Lumine.
I always believed we would see each other again. The
Ah.
days of separation would finally end. And all my troubles would be behind me.
Fuck.
If only things could stay this way forever.
Like I said, family stuff is the stuff that hits me the hardest.
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
It was a good dream. It's just...
You weren't ready to wake up.
Yeah, pretty much. I knew about this cutscene. Even though I hadn't done the story quest, I saw the cutscene
Eloquent as
somewhere.
one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will, your fearlessness in the face of danger.
After quest, wish to
And
visit a
still,
truly dark place? No,
whatever
not
your
really.
dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it. Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you become weary, one is always here for you. After all, as an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
Thanks, Mom.
Grilled chicken drumsticks. Huh? Was Paimon sleeping just now?
Okay.
Oh, Paimon wasn't talking to you. Paimon had a dream about eating grilled chicken drumsticks, that's all.
Madam Adeptus?
Oh, Shuyu, you're awake. How do you feel?
I feel a little better. Thanks. I know I'll see Granny again someday, so I don't feel so sad anymore. Madam Adeptus, could I ask you something? Would you take me in as a disciple?
There it is.
Oh, and have you reasons for this sudden interest?
I know Granny thought what she did back then was wrong. She felt really bad about it. But without that mistake, I would have never been born. Even though Granny lost her memories, she never forgot to show me how much she loved me. So, I thought maybe one day I could become a cool Adeptus like you and help a whole bunch of people, just like Granny wanted to do.
Upon some reflection, one supposes you are no mere mortal. The fact that Yuendai's blood flows through your veins is proof enough of that.
It's true.
If
She's
this is
part
what
girl,
you
part
desire,
bird.
One shall make it so.
Thank you so much, Madam Adeptus. No, I mean, Master.
Shuyu, are you sure about this? Paimon's gonna let you in on a little secret. We've seen Cloud Retainer's 2 other disciples, and they pretty much eat nothing but bitter herbs like Genshin and firegrass. If you join them, you'll never enjoy One-Man Restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
How utterly preposterous. One has never enforced such a rule. Every individual must find their own path to enlightenment. So long as one retains a pureness of spirit, one's dietary proclivities are quite irrelevant.
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here now, is she?
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural beauty, its location does preclude access to certain finer mortal comforts. That is precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. Shuyu shall have the honor of becoming one's first disciple in the human world.
Whoa, you're leaving Mount Outsong?
Is that why you took on this human form?
One has never concerned oneself with the location of one's residence. From the very beginning, one has sought only solace and peace. Yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu, Shenhe, Yuandai, they all chose a life among the mortal world. One has reflected on this fact for many years now. One can only assume that it is due to some failing on one's part as an elder or master. A failing, perhaps, of recognizing what it was they truly wanted. One is most curious as to what aspect of Liyue Harbor could have enticed them to remain there. One could hardly offer an opinion on the matter, but perhaps some time in the harbor will prove instructive.
Yeah.
Why are you all so silent?
Paimon is, just a bit shocked, that's all. So, does this mean we can grab a meal together in Liyue Harbor sometime?
One has precious little time to squander. However, if one finds oneself otherwise unoccupied, one would not be opposed to the idea. One will be assuming the identity of a human while residing in Liyue Harbor.
Ergo, she misses
You
her
should take
kids.
care
Yeah,
to
pretty
avoid
much.
disclosing one's true identity.
Don't worry, we'll help you keep it a secret. So, when can we expect to start seeing you in the city?
Perhaps in 2 days' time. One has some matters to see to before one's departure. Preparation is the key to success, after all. One plans to put up various items from one's collection for sale. The earnings should provide for a comfortable living in Liyue Harbor. One has already picked out a handsome property near Chuhu Rock. 'Tis no small purchase, but what is mortal life if not one expense after another?
Ain't that the truth?
Seems like you've really thought of everything. Then how about we meet up in Liyue Harbor in 2 days?
A sensible plan. See you then. Oh, also, why don't you take this suspense somnium mechanism as a souvenir? Anytime you should feel ill at ease in the future, you may try quieting your mind and sitting in meditation as you listen to its melodies. It might help you find a new perspective.
Awesome! Thanks, Cloud Retainer! Hey, didn't we promise Shincho that we'd tell him what we found out? Should we make a...
Teapot item. I was wondering if it was going to go in my teapot. I'm glad. I guess you're not telling Xingqiu. Oh, I assumed it was going to be after the clock. That's fine. He'll figure it out. We'll write him a letter or something. Right,
Your
Coco?
concerns are excessive and unfounded. This is but a simple collection of ordinary valuables. Such intense scrutiny is hardly necessary.
To be quite honest, your insistence on that fact is my primary cause for concern. In what way are any of these ordinary? Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own combined. I simply can't risk shelling out that kind of mora without proper scrutiny. If I'm wrong, I would never be able to earn it back, not even if I worked every single day for the rest of my life. I have to be careful. Yes, you can never be too careful.
We're here, Cloud. Miss Shenyan, what are you guys arguing about?
Perfect timing. This ignoramus is questioning the authenticity of my wares. I'll have you know, these items have remained untouched in my personal collection for several hundred years. To question their legitimacy is pure folly.
Several hundred years?
Indeed. They're family heirlooms, you see, passed down over many generations,
Good
as
save.
families are wont to do.
Yep, they've definitely been around a while. We can vouch for her on that one.
Smooth, Paimon.
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of mora, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Indeed, you should consider it an honor to even have the opportunity to behold them with your own eyes. Doubt their authenticity any further, and I may just decide to take them to another buyer.
Whoa, please don't go!
Whoa.
I apologize for any insult, miss. You see, I know full well that I lack the knowledge to judge the true worth of these items. If you could wait but a moment, I've hired an expert to appraise them.
It's Zhongli, isn't it?
Should be here shortly.
An expert, you say? Very well. I will wait for a little while longer, then. Traveler, Paimon, this is my new residence. If you have cause to seek my company in the future, this is where you can find me.
Master! Oh, it's you two again.
Oh, she's got a new dress.
Shoo-you! You got a new outfit! It looks great on you.
It is a nice little outfit. It's
Master
very,
made it for
very
me.
Shenyun.
I like it too.
Huh? You know how to make clothes?
Do I know how to make clothes? With the support of the proper mechanism, sewing is hardly a challenge.
Master, I brought in most of my stuff. There's a few boxes left, but they're kind of heavy, so I just left them outside.
Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room.
Actually, I should probably sort through my stuff a bit first. Everything's kind of messy right now, so maybe you could, not look yet, Master? Yeah, that'd be great.
She's hiding a gift.
It appears my young apprentice has her own fair share of secrets. No matter. Do what you must, child. Now, this expert you mentioned. When can we expect their arrival?
Soon. Ah, there he is. Here, allow me to
There he
make
is.
some introductions.
It's like, there's no way that we could have Shen Yun's story without Zhongli making an appearance.
Funeral parlor and an expert in all manner of valuables and antiques. Mr. Zhongli, this is Miss Shen Yun. She's the one who's looking to sell the collection of valuables I mentioned earlier.
Huh.
If it isn't Miss Shen Yun. It has been quite some time since our last meeting. What a serendipitous reunion.
Indeed, most serendipitous. Have you been faring well as of late, Mr. Zhongli?
Very awkward.
Quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest. The experiences left me with such insight and peace.
Huh. So you two are already acquainted?
Indeed. How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together again. If you are otherwise unaware, allow me to inform you that Miss Shen Yun is a well-regarded collector and appraiser. She is well-versed in all fields, and oft-celebrated for her impeccable taste. You stand to gain much from this opportunity.
You are too kind.
They
Mr.
sound like they had a
Zhongli.
one-night stand and didn't
True
expect to
collectors
meet again.
pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for detail. I can say without a doubt that you are foremost in that regard.
Why, you flatter me, Miss Shen Yun. It would seem that you are as self-effacing as ever.
Not at all, Mr. Zhongli. Not at all.
While I am loath to butt into this conversation, I must
Starting to feel like a third wheel here.
You two already knew each other, and you seem to have quite a cordial relationship. Can I be certain that you're not working together to swindle me? I mean,
That
you
is
never know.
fair, given what just went down.
A preposterous accusation. The heavens themselves would collapse before we would conspire to do such a thing.
Me with him?
Miss
Ugh,
Shen Yun
I would
speaks the
never.
truth. Contracts are built on honesty and trust. If that proves to be beyond your capabilities in this instance, this transaction may be taken elsewhere.
Say no more. Let us depart.
I jest. What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Zhongli himself has vouched for the goods? Miss Shen Yun, wait!
I feel bad for this guy.
I deeply apologize for doubting you. So, Mr. Zhongli, could you please give me a final verdict on the value
Bye,
of
Coco.
these items?
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not immediately perceive its purpose, its structure and appearance are exquisite enough to merit it a place in any fine home.
Honestly, you could probably just take
The
and
same can be
resell
said
any
for
of
this
these
one
to the
here.
Millilith.
Few could hope
Or
to
to,
possess an item that so perfectly blends
Ningguang.
mechanical wonder with geometric grace. I am sure you have heard from your travels that the study of mechanisms is among the most wondrous arts in this world. With that in mind, I earnestly recommend procuring every last item in this collection.
All right. Since I hired you as my consultant, Mr. Zhongli, I shall, of course, trust your good opinion. Then, in that case, Miss Shen Yun, I'll take the lot. However, since the final sum is quite
Excuse
large,
you.
how about we start with an initial deposit through the Northland Bank?
The Northland Bank? Huh. Oh, you refer to the fiduciary house. Oh, very well.
I fear people only use the term bank nowadays. In that case, I'll be off for now. I'll return to collect the goods once you've received the funds.
That was a really funny interaction that we just watched.
Have you been doing well?
We've been great. How about you? Paimon didn't know you were such a busy consultant.
My days have been quite pleasant as well. I had been quietly enjoying a cup of tea when Mr. Xiaozu requested my...
This is a little weird for me, seeing him, and this does feel sort of like a reunion for me, because I haven't used Zhongli in a while. At least not with any regularity.
The name Shenyun sounds exceedingly strange coming from you. Perhaps you could dispense of that particular epithet in further conversation.
Whatever for. Am I not addressing you as a friend should?
Well,
this dude getting a loan to afford all of this.
Alas,
I nailed my line when Shenyun mentioned the heavens collapsing. Yeah, looking at the
name exists,
Celestia coming down.
You with it. One is hardly ignorant of that fact.
It would seem that you have gained many valuable insights over the years, Cloud Retainer.
One has indeed. One's previous days were all brief. Now that one has made up one's mind to move and settle, one has gained a much better appreciation of the hubbub and commotion of the city, as well as the people's hard work and ardor. This city is much changed from how it was more than 1,000 years ago.
Not unlike the ocean tides, so too shall the movement of people ebb and flow. From turmoil to peace, enlightenment to aspiration. Human society possesses limitless potential. In another 1,000 years, the scene we witness here may change in ways that are impossible for either of us to imagine.
Alright, that's enough reflection for one day. No need to
Is this where Zhongli gets his eloquence and self-referral as one
point,
from?
Paimon.
Zhongli doesn't call himself one. That's just an adeptal thing.
Try some specialty dishes together. One must profess great interest in trying bamboo shoot soup.
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer, but I once tried my hand at that dish. You were at the table on that occasion, so logic dictates that you should have already tried it.
Oh? What occasion was this?
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago. Alas, you must have been too preoccupied to secure yourself a portion. Or perhaps our other companions simply availed themselves of faster reflexes on that occasion.
Or maybe you're just a bad cook and she avoided
Hardly.
it.
'Twas most certainly out of consideration for the others in attendance. In but a moment, one will show you what it means to have a true deftness of hand.
Yeah.
It is settled then. Bamboo shoot soup, mora meat, crab roe tofu, triple layered consommé. We shall enjoy the lot. One has already passed word to Shenhe Ganyu to make a reservation. It is prime time for them to meet one's newest disciple. Is that agreeable to everyone?
Come meet your niece.
It should be a most splendid occasion.
Thank you so much.
Come now, it is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr. Zhongli. He is,
Your great-grandpa, basically.
A humble employee of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Zhongli.
That should be everyone, right? Let's go!
Sounds good. Actually, Master, have you ever tried Adeptus' temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just one bite. You know, 'cause it's super tempting and stuff. Is that true?
That sounds rather implausible. Although with the right preparation, certain dishes can be too delicious to resist.
Huh? Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon!
Flow faster, nerd.
Wait up!
They're not even moving that fast. 1,000 Moonlit Miles, quest complete. Oh, that was good. That was good. I could pull another wish. Before that, I know Miraca's not here anymore, but I want to try that test run again with Lowen. Let's see. Cassidy's skill enters master stroke mode. Grants joy. Can be assumed to unleash etched in bone and soul, dealing multiples of cryo damage. While master will to win. Casting his burst, Lowen will consume all will to win stacks and deal multiple instances of cryo. The damage his burst increases by the amount of will to win consumed. Okay.
Leave it to me.
That's the wrong one.
I'm going in!
Final warning. Now's your chance. Tremble. I won't judge. Struggle all you want.
Okay.
Now's our chance. The story has only just begun.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is...
Leave the wounded to me. Leave none stand.
Okay.
No fair.
I kinda get it. Apparently Yuandai can still be found in her crane form on the mountain. Oh, I like that. Imagine Paimon being a leash kid and you just pull her around like a balloon. Sometimes I feel like that's necessary. Alright, Lowen. This honestly might be the last chance that I get. Because I'm probably not going to wake up in time tomorrow. See what you're made of. Alright. Lowen does not want to be part of the team. That's a shame. What does that put my pity at? 38, I think, right? 40.
I like
Okay.
to drink on occasion. Any and every occasion. Good one.
Good. Just means you'll probably get Sandrone. Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I'm not too pressed on getting Lowen. Because right now, his premier team is just taking away from Varka, and I would rather have this team on Varka. So, that's 40 pity going into getting Sandrone. Because I failed the 50-50, which means I'm guaranteed to get her. Witness the darkness I inhabit. Alright, fine.
Take good.
Show me what you got.
Care of them, and they'll take...
What the fuck? How the fuck? Where the hell is this? Oh, it does glow. That's neat. Where the fuck?
Try to keep up.
Oh, we're just on top of the pillar? How the hell? What? I'm very confused.
On me. Huh?
Huh. Tells us how to visit Rerir. Interesting.
Try to keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is solid. I think that's something. Huh. Neat. Okay. Bouncing out. Want to see the spot to map out? No, I'll be honest. I don't particularly care because I'm never going to go back there. That's cool. It's a very cool one and done. But I'm never going to try to go back.
Huh?
There's nothing worth my time and effort there. Before I leave... I'm going to do one more run on this. Get what I need to finish ascending Durin's sword. Or, well, ascend it to the next step. They still have one more level that it needs to get to. I'm getting there. I'm getting real close to being done with this team.
Hey, leave it to me.
Be gone.
Yeah.
Off the ante.
There we go. We're gonna get a fucking Varka rerun by the time we by the time I'm done building this team. I don't quite get why the max level of everything is mainly 90. I don't know. It is a strange choice to not just make it a flat 100.
Try to keep up.
But whatever. Power B, I guess. Also, July on Wednesday. Ah, so close. Yeah, I need to get 10 more levels out of his sword. I need one more ascension. I need to get all of his talents. And then obviously I need to finish actually ascending him. I need to level up Nicole. Her weapon's done. Her artifacts are done. And then I'm getting there on her talents. Prune needs her talents done. Her artifacts were done. And her weapon is done. And then I just need her leveled. So, I'm getting very close. I've got the hard part. The hardest part was getting Nicole's fucking artifacts. But they are done. More or less. Technically, I took the short end on this one. I got tired of grinding. So I took the one that's got the double attack. It doesn't have energy recharge, but she's got 180% energy recharge. So she's fine. I've got that shit on cooldown. And you know, 4,000 attack. Pretty damn good. Ugh. So, technically, Nicole has the highest base attack of any character that I own. Anyway. I'm done for now.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
I am probably going to pass on rating. I'll be honest. I just don't feel like dealing with people. So. I need to go move shit to have it ready for tomorrow for the fucking pest control people, whatever. It's dumb. Kind of figured since you were yawning in the last half hour. Oh, Don, I've been yawning since I started. I woke up at noon, which is really early for me. Like, I'm probably going to make myself another coffee. Maybe when I get to work, but yeah, I'm going to bounce. So, appreciate you guys. Take care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow for another stream.
I want to save every
Best of luck on everyone pulling